Hey, everybody. In today's episode, we are going to investigate a game changer business mini habit that is one of the quickest and best ways to build rapport and authority with your audience by incorporating live video, folks, into your current content creation strategy. So, if you want to learn what live video can do for you, you're going to want to stick around and hang with me and Rose today because this episode will have some awesome implementation strategies to get you more consistent. That's the key with live video to have a better and deeper connection with your ideal clients. That's what it's all about, right, folks? So, I want to welcome you to the Entrepreneur Expansion Show. This is the first ever gamified show that helps entrepreneurs master their subconscious mind, body, and business by implementing micro habits into their lives in a fun, supportive, action-oriented way to create more transformational impact and income. I'm your host, Matt Travis, the founder of The Potential You. And if you are a service-based business owner wanting to break through a sales slump and implement our consistent five-figure months formula, where we up-level your offer, your marketing, your sales system, and most importantly, your mindset in our $97 VIP Prove It partnership. Click the Leads and Sales Accelerator link in the show notes, and we'll send you an amazing step-by-step implementation guide. So we have the fabulous, the wonderful Rose with us today, and she is not only amazing at live video, she's one of my clients, and I just absolutely love what she does. I love what she stands for. Thank you so much for joining us today, Rose. I'm like really excited about this episode. Why live video, Rose?
Thank you for having me, Matt, first and
Absolutely.
foremost. I enjoy watching your podcast and I'm really excited to be here today. So, the question is, why live streaming? There's
Yep.
a lot of different reasons why or why we would want to go live for our audience. But one of the things I think that's really important to note is that when you post a picture of yourself and you have someone looking at it, have you ever seen someone post a picture and you're like, oh, okay, that's that person. And then you meet them in person and you're like, huh, that looks nothing like their picture. Well, indeed, video presents something different to people. A picture, I guess, is 1,000 words, but I guess a video is a million. So being live
Woo!
and just saying, hey, I'm here to talk to you about whatever it is today and really get closer to your audience. With the rise of AI, I feel strongly that live streaming is going to take over our world just like social media did.
I could not agree more with everything Rose just said, and I hope you caught that bar that she just dropped right there. Video, live video is worth a million words. Loved that. And I think you're spot on. And I mean, you and I have had this conversation multiple times where the future, especially here in 2025, the future is in live video, live streaming, because I mean, you've seen it. It's easy to fake things with AI and in your copy, in your messaging, in your pictures and everything like that. And it's the one thing right now currently that we can't necessarily AIify yet. So I really think it's going to help people really maximize their relationship marketing with their audience and how they do that. Would you agree with that?
Yes, I absolutely agree. In addition to saying live streaming is raw in the sense that there's no production, you do what you do. If you make a mistake, yeah, well, people make mistakes, don't they? And
Exactly.
actually, people relate to you better when you're making mistakes because they're like, oh gosh, I've done that too. Have I ever told you the story about when I was doing a live stream in my car and it was basically snowstorming out because I live in Wyoming? And I was saying, talking, 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 and then all of a sudden the phone fell underneath my seat. So all of the people are seeing just complete blackness. And I'm talking, I'm saying, hey guys, I gotta just fish you out from under my seat, but I am not opening that door because I'm not gonna let the Wyoming wind in. And I'm fishing around and fishing around. And I pull it out. And it was so comical to me that people, because I thought, oh gosh, what did that look like? And people were laughing, saying, this is so great. Like, I've done this before. I remember when this happens. And oh my gosh, when it slips out of your hand, it goes down the side. Like, we were all having conversations about how that has happened to all of us.
Yeah. Yeah, it makes it real. It makes you real. It really allows you to connect on a deeper, real level. Is 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 the power of this live streaming. So, what do you think is the biggest hesitation that people have? Well, I'm sure we could go forever on this, but in a nutshell, what do you think are the main hesitations or roadblocks people have when implementing this live streaming habit into their content strategy?
I would say there's three main, but there's tons of reasons why people don't go live, right? So, one of the reasons that I hear the most, especially with women, is that they don't like the way they look on camera.
Mm,
Whether there's something about their weight, whether there's something about their nose, there's something on them that they don't feel comfortable being on camera and talking to people. So, that one I would say is definitely the number one for women. Men and women have different pieces of perfectionism. So I'll focus on women because I do actually hone my marketing and talking with women specifically because so many women that I've met have a hard time getting themselves on camera. So the
mhm.
second one I would say is they're afraid they're going to go blank, right? They turn it on and they
Yeah,
go, oh my gosh, I forgot what I was going to say. Right? And so that's
absolutely.
another one. I had someone tell me that this morning too. She's like, I've been doing this for a long time, but I just feel like when that pressure's on, this is what will happen to me. I don't
Mm,
even think she's even tried it yet. She just has it in her head that this is what will happen, right? So
yeah.
it's a lot of roadblocks to get past. And third, I'd say people sometimes are really not keen with the tech, right? Even though
Mm,
it looks easy to us, like, well, you just press this button. And then I'm always making a joke that when I go live on YouTube, I have to literally go like this to like press the button over here. And I make a big joke. So I'm like, why? I'm not
yeah,
left-handed. Like, I can't even get my hand. Like, you could see my hand. So, these types of things. People feel like I have to do it exactly right and I have to be perfect and I have to do it this way. And it's like, actually, no, you don't, because
yeah,
everyone really just wants to hear the message that you have.
totally. And I think the third point that you made there with the tech piece is what makes me like live better, and which is literally why I created this whole podcast show was to make it unedited, like as live it can be, and even the giveaway part of it is live, and I'm going to be implementing a live coaching part of it because it's more real and it's honestly just easy. It's easier. It's easier. And another part of why I really, I mean, you being a client, I help people with mind, body, and business. And like a lot of like the first point you made around health and looks and feel and all of that stuff, it is so important. Like if you don't feel confident in your body, it really affects your on camera confidence and behavior. Would you agree with that?
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah. So I mean, what when people get stuck in these three things, what's the best way for them to get out of it so that we can, in a moment, teach them how to implement this mini habit that's going to change their biz?
Sure. Well, I would say, first of all, before you move directly to live video, there are some things that you can do to help you feel more comfortable being on camera because I want to make sure everyone knows when you look at yourself on camera, no, it is not normal. This is not something that feels normal to us.
Totally.
So one of the reasons why I say, you know what? Do like short videos, less than 2 minutes for yourself, just for yourself. See how you do, watch them. A lot of times women are doing the video or they're on a podcast, they're doing something, and they're not rewatching it to take a look at
Mm.
what they've done well and what they did right. Instead, women pick themselves apart. And they go, oh gosh, I did this. And oh, look at my thing there. And look at my shirt. It wasn't like up all the way. And, they're constantly criticizing themselves. So that would be, yeah.
Yeah, that's huge. Isn't it so interesting? I realized that actually when COVID hit, and they started doing Zoom school for my kids. My oldest, who now is 11, he was a kindergartner at that time,
Wow.
and I remember he didn't want to be seen on Zoom because it's like you can act it's one of the weird times where you can actually see yourself talking. Like I can see myself talking right now. Whenever do you do that in real life? Like you don't really actually like unless you talk to yourself in the mirror, I guess. But other than that, it's not normal. It's not something that they're used to. So we had to learn how to black it out so that he couldn't see himself. And then he actually felt confident and comfortable sharing, but it's just these weird little things that we, like you said, we're picking apart ourselves and we're picking apart our own things because there's no one more critical about yourself than yourself, right?
Right.
So if we were to give them in 90 seconds this mini habit to start to implement, like you said, the precursor to
Yes.
this is, just start like and I used to teach my clients this as well. Like I used to set up Facebook groups just for me, just to go live into the group. There's no one in the group. It was just me going live in the group, just testing out and getting the feel for this when I started in 2017. And so that really helped a lot. But now, if they go and they feel confident and ready to do this, what is the mini habit? What would we recommend them go do so that they can just start to implement this small little step into live content?
Sure. So we are speaking to business owners here, which, we have a certain way about ourselves being an entrepreneur. So when we're ever learning something new, I think the best way is to introduce it slowly. So instead of going live per se, you're taking your phone, so just your smartphone, and placing it in a location that is literally straight ahead. You never want the camera to be too high or too low. You always want it to be angular with the window that you're sitting in, and you place it in a location. One of the best ways to have is natural light. So you can
Mm,
test little places around your house to see what looks great, right? Or
yeah.
if it's another location that's quiet, then you can test that as well. But really, you're doing videos that are maybe 30 seconds to start. And then maybe the
Uh,
next day it's about 60 minutes, right? And then a minute and a half, and then maybe 2 minutes. So you have to give yourself, some things to think about. Why did I start my business is a great question, right? And then another question would be, uh, why do I feel like I need to go live? So you can give yourself questions and have that prompt you. These are videos for yourself to look at afterwards. And at the end of that period of the mini habit, I would say if there's someone in your life that you trust, a colleague, a family member, a best friend that you could send those videos to, maybe it makes sense to have a conversation with them about how they see you.
I love that. Love that tip. Yeah, because we see ourselves through our lens, and it's good to have fresh eyes and have somebody else that we trust and can receive, feedback from and constructive criticism from. That's huge. That's going to be hugely impactful. I mean, that's one of the things that you do really well for all of your clients is helping give them the feedback that they would need so that they can go out and be more successful with it on the back end of this. So I love that. So folks, when you go and take on this challenge and when you go if this is the mini habit that you're interested in implementing, um, go into the group, type comment committed And then you are going to choose. This is really important. Choose how often you're going to do this. So if you want to start really small, just say, you know what, I'm going to do it once a week. And then ideally, it sounds like working your way up to, I know in the intake, you said 3 times a week would be a good way to go about it. So it's really kind of like, do they want to go 1 time a week, 2 times a week, 3 times a week? It's up to you. But really just pick the amount of time that you're committed to doing this and what you're actually going to go do. And then the nice part is Rose and I will hold you accountable in the group to actually follow through on that little mini habit. So you're putting this into the world. And another little cool little thing, y'all. Once you get your live video, if you want to share it with in the comments, then Rose and I will take a peek at it as well, give you feedback. So if you don't have a buddy, we'll be your buddy, and we'll give you a little feedback on this particular mini habit because this is so powerful. I mean, I know Rose has seen so much transformation in this, hence why she helps people do this. But I've also seen so much power in live. It was literally how I launched my business on the online version of this business in 2017. I launched it, I went live, and I launched my beta offer. And I cannot recommend this more. It's so powerful. So if they were looking for you on the internet, Rose, where would they find you? Where can they find you and what you do?
Sure. So my name is Rose Kayazo, which is a little difficult. If we were in Italy, we'd say Kayazo, but it's hard to spell, it's hard to say all the things. So I'm also known as Jackson Hole Rose because I live right underneath Yellowstone National Park in near Grand Teton National Park. So to find me on any platform at all in social media, you can find me as Jackson Hole Rose.
Love
Simple
it.
as that.
Very simple, folks. So you can find her there. You can connect with her in the group, and we're really looking forward to seeing what you do with live video. We want to see you taking this leap. And the last thing I think I want to leave you with is this is about consistency. It's not something that we just are proficient in overnight. Would you say that's true? Right?
Definitely.
And so when you're doing this, just be patient and empathetic with yourself, folks. Like understand that this is a process like anything else, any other mini habit that we've shown you so far, that it's going to take a moment for you to feel confident and comfortable with it. That's why we want to support you through this whole process of getting better at this and improving this because this is going to be the future, folks. So why not take the mini habit action now, start implementing this in 2025? You'd be a rock star by 2026. Sounds like a good plan, y'all, right? So, like always, folks, thank you first off, Rose, for being super awesome and sharing this amazing mini habit. I'm very excited to watch people, and I know you are too. And folks, connect with Rose, jump in the group, and like always, folks, keep showing up, take an action, and you will get results. Have an awesome day.